My life on the X list.
Hey, what's going on, YouTube? It's me, the Diva X, and it is Saturday, March 22nd, 2014, and it is 11:32 in the PM. And as you can probably hear, I'm a little sick. I've had this congestion situation, which apparently has been going around. I'm sorry, and this hair is just not working for me right now. I feel like it's not big enough. It's too whatever. But anyhow, I've had this congestion thing going on, cough, congestion, off and on. But it got real like crazy where I couldn't even really talk. Not because not that I didn't have a voice. It just was like it didn't hurt to talk. I just didn't have a voice. I guess I just contradicted myself in that whole sentence, but that's okay. I wasn't. I did. My voice wasn't loud. It was very muffled, and so I was pushing through it. I feel better now, but don't. I still feel like I'm congested. I'm still hawking up shit. So that's not a good look, but it is the reality of the situation, and it needs to get cleared out and better before Thursday. So I've been dosing up on medicine. Today I went and bought some extra stuff because you guys can't see this, but there's stray hairs that's just chilling right here. Do you see that? Okay, you can see that there, I think, maybe, if it shows. But they're like short-ass hairs that I don't know, it's breakage or what it is. Now no, okay, so, ow. Ow, let me play at the part. Ow, let me just pull my hair out. Ow, oh, yes I did, because I hate these strays, because they just sit where you don't want them to sit. All up in your eyelash, all up in your whatever, and they just chill there. And then they get in your lips. I've already explained this situation. And they get in your lip gloss. I don't have lip gloss on right now. I just have lipstick on. But anyhow, it needs to get better before the anniversary. I given myself until Tuesday before I decided to remove my lungs because I cannot deal with being ill and hosting the biggest show of my drag career, really. I mean, I don't think, I would say, so I've come to, okay, so normally around this time I get emotional because it's like the anniversary, it's another year, and this time I'm just super excited that I haven't gotten emotional yet, but I think that's about to change, in the coming days as we start setting up, because I feel like there's so many moving parts still that until it's until all the work is done and 12 or Wednesday night till Thursday, that's when it'll all set in, because I feel like my brain's still going on work and doing work and making it work and having it the setup and everything. So, I just burped. That's gross. I'm sorry. I'm just bad today. So I haven't really got emotional yet, but I have had conversations about what this is and what this means to me. Honestly, I feel like it's every year is a big deal. Another year is a big deal, but this is kind of and I feel like I've had this conversation with this fucking screen before, but maybe not. But I've never invested as much time and effort and energy into anything that I can say that and granted, I didn't do it alone. There's no way that I could have made the show happen all by myself. However, I do take credit for the organization and everything else. The performances I don't do all my own, obviously, but the orchestrating of the performances, the thought process, and not say that they're all my thoughts and ideas, but I don't think I can do it on my own. I think if I tried, I could, maybe. I'm not gonna, that's not really a thing. I feel like one of the things I was told at once upon a time that I had to be a certain type of drag. I had to do a certain artist. This was what you were going to do. And I was just like, well, that's not really what I want to do. So I'm a cat. And so in doing the Exotica show, I kind of wanted to change that and really, have it a collaborative effort, because if I feel like if a queen is told something she's going to do and she's not 100% feeling it, she's not going to get 100% feeling it. And it's going to show in the performance, it's going to show in everything. And so I just feel like that's what I've helped create or I've created. And I am completely honored to be able to have such an amazing set of girls throughout the time. I mean, granted, there were some not so amazing girls, but we got rid of them easily, and they just didn't work out, and not for whatever reason, and we just move on, and no hard feelings. It just didn't work out. Like that's the thing. I don't hate anyone. It's just not the. It just at that. No. And tomorrow's a new day, and yeah. So I feel like I'm pretty. I need to get. I need to get emotional. I'm going to be getting emotional here soon because it's 10 years is such a long time, and I think about I have a list of people that have like guest performed, been exotic or royalty, backup dancers, cast and crew, like people who've worked the door, people that have did camera work for us, people that photographer, Boogie, people that have just and then there's those people that have supported us from since day one. And granted, there's few that have been around since day one, but they're still here, and it's good to see those people still, and I greatly appreciate it because, again, really, ultimately, what it comes down to, without the people, the crowd, the audience, the entertainees, there would be no Exotica show, especially for 10 years. I had a conversation on Thursday night with Bubbles DeVille, and, she's an emotional character, and so she's, having a moment, and I'm having, I'm like, girl, and she supports the show 250,000, 64,000%. Since she's been into the drag scene and knew about the Exotica show, oh, something just fell in the hallway. How about that? She's been there and supported us unconditionally. Well, sometimes conditionally, but unconditionally. And hearing an outside perspective like that on just her take on the show and what she sees it as and what it means to her. Like the last Saturday after I shot the video, which by the way I haven't put up, there's still another video, so I'm like a whole week behind, so you might not see this video for another week or so, I don't know, but I feel like, anyways, so the Saturday that I was like not feeling it, like I was like dead. No, the nonsense video I did put up. So that video night, I went to the club and I ran into some old friends, people that I've met through the show, and they had traveled here. Well, they had driven into town from Tulare, Visalia area, which is just up the way, about an hour, 45 minutes up. Whatever. Anyways, they had driven up to Fresno, and we're partying here at Club Legends, and they were telling me that they're excited about the anniversary because they met at the Exotica show, and if it weren't for the Exotica show, they wouldn't have met because neither of them really like going to the venue that we used to perform at, but they would go to see the show specifically, and they met, and the rest is her story, and they're still together, and they're engaged and having the whole nine. And so it's those moments that like I don't hear about all the time, but are the most impactful things, because the day-to-day, the week-to-week stuff that we do, the drag show, the drag scene, it's filled with drama, it's filled with bullshit and stuff that's not important, but it's those things that are the important things that make what we do, to me, the good outweighs the bad, and I feel like I'm blessed to be in the role that I'm in. I feel very Beyonce right now. Why did God grant me this gift? Anyhow, that's my moment. I hate that part of her video. If you've ever seen the I Am Yours tour or something like, no, I Am tour, she starts crying and shit about her gift and stuff. It's like, girl, get your life. You're Beyonce. You were not born with the gift. Your daddy trained you. Forget your life. Okay. But anyhow, oops, did I just say that? I did. Okay. But yeah, so I just kind of like, it's those moments, the relationships that I've built with the girls, the relationships that I've built with the dancers, with Malibu, who's one of my bestest friends, really came because of the show. Like, no, I mean, well, let's call it what it is. It's just working so closely together, and I feel like we were kind of forced into but I'm not complaining by any means, but it was definitely, set up in a way that we were required to spend time, and we just became really best of friends. And those are the things, to me, the relation, meeting the people that have made impact in my life. One of my good friends, Emmanuel, I met through the show. I mean, there's just so many. I can't even, Samster, who I've met. Really, I met him through the club, but then, started participating in the show, and then just kind of took on a whole new role. And that's just, those things are the things that I take from it. There's the emotions. But I'm forcing myself to go there because I feel like, where are they at, girl? You ain't expressed them yet. But yeah, I feel like, and when it comes to the show, I think people see the show, the weekly stuff, but they don't see they see the weekly production. They don't see the behind the scenes stuff, the arguments, the sweat, the tears. Like, there's stuff, but I don't allow it to go out there because you don't need to see the stuff. And I'm not saying I want you to see the stuff. It's just it's. There's people who live their life. What we want you to see, you see. What we don't want you to see, you don't. And I keep it very tight lid. It's required. It's not like you cannot X, Y, and Z. You cannot do these things. You cannot go and don't disrespect me on the internet because your mama taught you better than that. Yes, that's exactly where we're going with it. So I don't know. I just feel. I'm super excited. I've said that many a times. I'm just super, super excited about the whole thing. To have my girls back, Janae, Asia, and Iris. That's my wish list. That was my dream team. I was cleaning my kitchen today, and I you saw the mug of our first photo shoot from 2008, where I have a mug of it, and just like it just dawned on me that all those bitches are going to be on stage on Thursday, and like I tweeted it, of course, or Facebooked it, whatever I did with it, but like to me, it's just like it's all these moving parts that just didn't really even allow me that to seep in. So it was kind of like, oh shit, like, oh my god. But yeah, and I'm just grateful. I really am grateful. And there will be more video of me having my moments, I'm sure. But this is just kind of like the start of that because I kind of wanted to, the other side of things, not just the show side. The show's going to be fucking amazing. Don't get me wrong. It's going to be everything. Like, you don't want to miss it. So, if you are watching this, and it's I don't know when this video is going to come out. So, anyhow, if you happen to be watching this before the show will be starting at 11:30 because there are extra performers, but we're going to condense and move on because we want everyone to have a good time. We don't want people to be like, oh, another performer. I got this. I know what it's like to be standing in the crowd and watching a show that just never ends. So I'm there with you guys, and I got you. So yeah. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening to my rant and rave about everything else, and hope to see you at the anniversary show. Okay, all right. We'll talk about RuPaul's Drag Race after. There's more important things going on, like the anniversary show. Thanks, guys, for watching, and she's out.
Join us for House of Exotica
for the Exotica's 10th year anniversary at Club Legends,
Thursday, March 27, 2014.
For more information, go to www.exotica.net.
Also, make sure to like us at facebook.com/Exotica Show.
Check out our videos on YouTube at youtube.com/Exotica Show. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Exotica Show.
That's XOTICA.
SHOW Exotica Show.